Come with us as we visit the Seiling Waterloo Region Museum. As you enter the main exhibit, you're welcomed by Hazel, a massive steam engine that powered machinery at the Kaufman factory for 82 years. An original Conestoga wagon shows how Mennonite settlers traveled here from Pennsylvania with the belongings they needed to begin again. This locally built threshing machine highlights the region's agricultural history by showing how farmers once separated grain during harvest. The exhibits continue through immigration, war, and the growth of local industry. Waterloo Region became an important center for furniture, food, and footwear manufacturing. Familiar names include J.M. Schneider, Dare Foods, Kaufman, Sorel, and Kodiak. Automotive manufacturing is represented by a 1989 Toyota Corolla. It was the 8th vehicle made at Toyota's Cambridge plant and the first one sold to the public. There are also interactive areas where kids can dress up, build, and learn how the human heart works. Upstairs, you can discover more local stories, including Andrew Professor Jenkins, who crossed the Niagara Gorge on a tightrope using a bicycle-like machine. From the museum, we head outside and step into Doon Heritage Village, which represents Waterloo County in 1914. Near the entrance is Canadian Pacific Railway Engine 894, built in 1911. Kids can climb aboard and explore it before visiting the nearby railway station, originally built in Petersburg in 1856. Our next stop is the Peter Martin House. Built around 1820 for Peter Martin and his wife Anna Zimmerman, the home was moved from Waterloo to the Heritage Village in 1974. Its plain interior reflects the traditional lifestyle of the Old Order Mennonite family that lived there. With summer and winter cooking areas and room for multiple generations, the house offers a look at how a large farm family lived and worked together. Today, the house also features the Vintage Black Canada exhibition. Photographs and artifacts representing Black life in the Caribbean, Britain, and Canada have been integrated throughout the historic home. Behind the house are farm buildings and seasonal animals. During our visit, we found goats in the yard and a pig happily playing in the water and mud. From there, we headed into the village and passed underneath the covered bridge. Our first stop was the weavery. Although most fabric was commercially manufactured by 1914, some independent weavers continued making rugs from recycled household textiles. Old clothing and fabric scraps were torn into strips and woven into practical new flooring covers. The dry goods and grocery store was both a place to shop and an important social gathering space. Residents could purchase food, fabric, and household necessities, often using store credit. The next building was divided between the tailor shop and the post office, allowing two important businesses to share the same space. Residents could have clothing made or repaired before stopping next door to collect their mail. At the blacksmith shop, Interpreters demonstrate how metal was heated over coal and shaped into tools, hardware, and other essential items. The meat market includes a working area in the back and a more formal shop at the front where customers could purchase prepared cuts and sausages. The Seabird House represents the home of a successful tradesman or small business owner. Because the family's money was not tied up in running a farm, they could afford conveniences such as a telephone and phonograph. The home has decorative wallpaper, a formal sitting room, and a dining room for entertaining guests. The kitchen is much more practical because it was considered a working space rather than an area for visitors. We also stopped at the Freeport Church, built in 1861. Beside it is the small Limerick Cemetery, which was relocated to the village from Waterloo Township in 1966. Following the pathway brings you to the Sarah's Bricker Farm. The Bricker Barn was built around 1845 and is an example of an overshot bank barn. Its position against the hillside provided access to the upper level, while the overhanging section created shelter and storage space below. The Serrers house was built around 1840 and represents life on a large mixed-use farm. The first floor includes private quarters for the aging mother with her own sitting room, kitchen, and bedroom. The rest of the family occupied rooms on the second floor, allowing multiple generations to live together while still having some independence. The Seiling Waterloo Region Museum and Doon Heritage Village show how generations of people have arrived, worked, created communities, and made Waterloo Region the place it is today. Thank you so much for joining me, and please subscribe to our channel for more great videos.